One thing that I always really paid attention to, and I don't necessarily just want to make it a thing of celebrity, but people who have acquired, a certain amount of money, what most would consider to be rich. Um, a lot of them speak openly about how money does not solve your problems and it won't attribute to your happiness, so on and so forth. Most people's response in that situation is usually centered around, well, I rather have money and find out. The thing is, the thing about money, for one, the management of your money is the most important thing. You gotta know how to manage your money. You can have a little bit of money and still be financially free to an extent. You might not be able to acquire a certain lifestyle of luxury and all that everybody wants, but freedom and luxury don't go hand in hand. Not the same thing. Freedom and luxury are different. You can have freedom and be able to enjoy the perks of life and do some of the things that you want to do if you manage properly, right? And even still, finances is not a direct correlation to inner peace. I'm not necessarily going to say happiness, but inner peace, because inner peace and happiness go hand in hand. So a lot of times you have to find that on your own, no matter what you're doing. You can't, when you get money and you get access and you get around more people, a lot of the times what that does is just kind of distract you from whatever you're dealing with internally. You're not really forced to sit idle and deal with your problems internally when you have the means around you that can distract you. It'll keep you occupied, it'll keep you in a mood, it'll keep you busy. It'll have a lot of people around you constantly placing you on a pedestal and letting you know that they would like to have your life and appreciate your life. And that a lot of times put you in a position where you don't necessarily have to deal with your stuff head on, right? So the point you get to in life where you have to deal with things head on usually comes at a point where there's a crash, where you run into some kind of wall, where the life that you know to some extent has been pulled from up under you. You face adversity. And once you face adversity, it puts you in a position to start looking inward. When you go through things, of course, especially involving other people, it's easy to not take accountability. It's easy to not take accountability and point the finger at whoever did whatever they did to you. That's the easiest thing to do. But when you are in search of, and you are on a true quest for inner peace, and you are looking to really live in a happy state, you start to understand that no matter if it's 100% accurate of what others have done to you, that still is not going to give you the satisfaction of dealing with the things that you are dealing with internally. The insecurities and the things within ourselves that we have to deal with on a daily basis constantly, they don't go away without being dealt with. So I say that to say, it could be money, it could be relationships, it could be anything. It could be the ability to travel. It could be whatever it is. None of it is going to fix or solve the things that you have going on internally. You have to figure out how to take the time and address those. For one, acknowledge, understand, and address those things. And then even from there, the process of dealing with it, healing from it, learning, finding new ways to go about handling it, it all takes time. It takes time and experience. That's why you just can't really cheat life. You have to go through and experience things to have a true and full understanding of what they look like. So I say that to say, if you're on a quest for inner peace and you just want to live in a happy state, don't try to do it with anything external or anything that's not within you. You have to stay inside. And I know it sounds cliche and a lot of people say that, but it's 100% true. Money's not gonna fix it. You can get $1 million tomorrow, but you can get $1 million and you can lose $1 million. So if you get $1 million and then you feeling good and you in a happy state, and then you lose it and you're no longer in a happy state, then that's not a true happy platform for you to be on. That's why I say inner peace is what you want to first find. Once you find inner peace, then you start to understand that happiness is not built from or predicated on anything besides the inner peace.